Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live watch along of Quality of Boxing. I'm Ali, and in today's live watch along, we are going to be doing the Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr. fight number two, the rematch, repeat or revenge. That's my little take on it. I personally, I think it's going to be a win for Liam Smith. I think physically, um, Chris Eubank Jr. is one of the most well conditioned athletes in the world. So I think from a physical perspective, I think he has the advantage there. That's his strength. But I think Liam Smith's experience and his overall boxing ability is far greater than that of Chris Eubank Jr. So I think ultimately that will see him through. And in my opinion, I think the bookies are correct in assuming that he's a great favorite. I think personally the fight's going to end in a knockout in the later rounds or a points decision. I don't see Chris Eubank winning the fight by points or whether that is a majority or split decision. If I see a knockout from for him, I see it in the first maybe 4 or 5 rounds, but I could be wrong. But we have to wait and see. In the very first, the fight just before that, we're having Adam Azim versus Aram Fanyan. So Aram's age is 26, 24 fights, 23 wins, 5 knockouts, and 1 loss. Good record so far. He's a Ukrainian boxer, and one of the Azim brothers. Just coming up now in a moment. But before saying any of that, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Get involved. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think. How do you guys think this fight's going to pan out? Who do you think is going to win? What next for Liam Smith if he wins? What next for Chris Eubank Jr. if he wins? And all similarly, what's next for them if they were to lose? So Adam Azim's record, he's 21, 8 fights, 8 wins, 6 knockouts. So a far greater knockout percentage. Although I think this, based on just looking at the records alone, aside from the fighters themselves, looking at the records alone, I think that's somewhat of a mismatch. But if Adam Azim is coming in, he's got the titles, then I think he's showing that he's very much willing to take that challenge, willing to take the step up. Fighting an experienced fighter with that much of an impressive record is going to pose a challenge, in my opinion, to Adam. But could he see it through? I think he is. The fight's about to start in a few moments. So Adam Azim, trained by McQuiggan. And for those of you tuning in the UK, this fight is on Sky Sports box office. I don't know what it is across the pond in the States or wherever else. Maybe ESPN also, I'm not sure. But, your pardon? I see Adam Azim getting a knockout in this fight, a winning knockout. So it's start of round 1. But Fanyan jab, both fighters in front of the ring. Adam Azim with a few very quick jabs, 2 quick jabs. Beautiful jabs, very quick and rapid. 2 jabs by Azim to the head and then 1 to the body. Another jab by Azim to the head. Left jab by Fanyan, but Adam Azim slipped. Jab by Azim. Both fighters very cautious, trying to find the range. Adam Azim popping another jab. Double jab, or beautiful combination thrown by Fanyan, but Adam Azim moved back just in time. I say beautiful combination, even though he missed. Jab by Azim. Jab by both fighters. Adam Azim is rapid with his punches. So quick. So this fight's scheduled for 10 rounds. So we're 1 minute down. Jab to the body by Fanyan. Jab by Azim. Another jab by Azim. Dummy feint by Azim, but looking to the jab, ultimately another jab by Azim. Combination thrown by Fanyan. But he looked hesitant there for a moment. Wild jab to the body by Fanyan, but wild miss. Jab by Azim. Double jab by Azim. Jab by Azim. Beautiful counter, then jab by Azim. So Azim fighting on the outside of the ring. Outside on the inside of the ring. Jab to the body by Azim. Jab by Azim. I think it's very early to say. I mean, one round in jab by Azim. Almost left hook by Fanyan, but Azim moved out of the way. I think that's one thing that Azim, or beautiful left hook by Fanyan to the head of Azim. Jab to the body by Azim. Or wild hook thrown by Fanyan, but both fighters have just tied up now. They're both back in the center of the ring. Jab to the body by Azim. Jab to the body by Fanyan. End of round one. Good opening round for both fighters, but I think Adam Azim looked more in control of that round, so I would give it to Adam. We love that. Before I forget. If you guys are just tuning in to watch this fight, the Azim vs Fanyan fight, end of round one. Personally, I'll give it to Adam. I don't know what you guys may think. If you think otherwise, let me know. And how do you guys think the main fight is gonna pan out? Do you see a Smith victory? Do you see a Eubank Jr. victory? What happens to both fighters after well, if either one of them wins or and the other loses? I think Liam Smith, if he wins, it's just an onwards and upwards trajectory, and his recent record is very impressive. He's got like in his 4 fights, 4 stoppages, or 4 wins on the bounce. So starting with round 2, jab by Azim. Fanyan looking to be on the front, the aggressive fighter now, hunting Azim. Oh, beautiful step out the way and left hook to the head by Azim. So it's evident that Fanyan is trying to pile the pressure on Azim, but Azim is holding it well. Very calm and composed, very quick, vicious jabs. Feint, then jab to the head by Azim. Oh, beautiful left hook by Azim to the body of Fanyan. Oh, Azim looked like he got rocked by a couple of hooks to the head. Jab by both fighters. Jab by Azim. Jab by Azim. Jab to the body by Azim. But it didn't look like that one got through. Halfway through round 2. Jab by Azim. Combination thrown by both fighters, but they're tying up. And Azim's complaining that the Fanyan is headbutting him or elbowing him. Jab to the body by Fanyan. Jab, beautiful jab to the head by Azim. 1 minute left of round 2. Jab by Azim. Jab to the body by Azim. Oh, beautiful right hand. Oh, Adam Azim rocked with the right hand by Fanyan. Both fighters are tying up in the center of the ring. 30 seconds up to round 2. Jab by Azim. Fanian responds back, counters with a few punches, but Azim managed to move out the way. So he's got Azim. Oh, a beautiful right hand by Fanian. There's a right hook to the head. Jab to body by Azim. End of round 2. Interesting round. There were, I would say this is a close round. I wouldn't call it a swing, maybe. Yeah, I'd call it a swing, but if I had to give it in favor, I'd have to give it in favor of Fanian. Just because, throughout round 2, both fighters had spells where one was getting a couple over the other without response, and for a period it looked like maybe the tide changed. But then it kept on changing every so often. There were patches essentially where Azim was in control, then Fanian was in control. But I think the way I saw it, I think Fanian would just about edge it. I think he seemed more, not necessarily just in control, but he looked like he landed the more power shots. So Jordan Pickford and John Stones in the Manchester Arena. So start of round 3. Jab by Azim. Oh, beautiful left hook by Fanian to the head of Azim. Azim looked like he hadn't wobbled, but that shook him up a bit. Fanian's evidently on the front foot, and Azim, if he allows this, his confidence in this fight could go as well. But if he's able to regain his composure, maybe he could establish that control he showed in round 1. Both fighters tying up. If you haven't done so, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Get involved. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys think this fight's going to go. Who do you have winning? If you're watching the Azim fight or the main fight or any other fights, let us know. Let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the hell out of the link, the YouTube link. So halfway through round 3. Left hook, 2 double left hooks by Fanian. The last one landed. Beautiful double jab by Azim. Wild hooks thrown by both fighters but missed. Azim counter responds with a left jab. Adam Azim look, he got rocked with a left hook. But no, he's regained his composure. Impressive. Very impressive. Credit to him. He's taking a few good licks. He's able to regain his composure and that confidence, that control he had in the earlier rounds. Wild left hook thrown by Fanian. Jab by Azim. Both fighters very cautious. Very cautious. They are throwing good, impressive combinations, and they're landing with some of them, but they're very cautious. So I think Adam Azim, he's still learning the trade. Oh, beautiful left jab by Azim. Lightning speed. End of round 3. Azim's just complaining about Fanian's right hook or left hook, one of the hooks at the end, just because as the whistle went, or as the referee whistle, I think for some reason, as the bell went, the Fanian landed. But round 3, Close, close. I'd call it a swing round as well, in my opinion. So start of round number 4. Both fighters still cautious. I mean, granted it is a 10 rounder, but the tempo should have already started to be established by now. Does he look like he was a little troubled there by one of Fannion's hooks? Jab by Azim. Jab to the body by Azim. Oh, overhand right thrown by Azim, but countered by Fannin, who missed. Some of these punches are coming at such speed and venom and ferociousness. If they land, it's more often that it's going to be a nasty knockout, but they're just missing. Leaping left hook and wild left hook thrown by Fannion in response. Oh, jab to the body and quickly out of the way just in time to evade the left hook from Fannion. Fannion, sorry. I've just saw it seen his shorts. Oh, it's Fannion said on Sky Sports on the name. Oh, looked like the camera zoomed in a bit. Thought that Azim was going to get dropped. No, into the last minute of round 4. Double jab by Fannion. Jab to both sides very cautious. Combination thrown by both punches. Well, I thought Fannion was going to be dropped, but then Fannion looked like he landed a couple of hooks on Azim. Azim responds now with 3 quick jabs to their head. Both fighters have got very sturdy chins. Jab to the body by Azim, quickly out of the way to evade 2 jabs by Fannion. Leaping left hook or screw shot by Azim, but missed. End of round number 4. Close, but I will give this to Azim. Oh. For those of you tuning in, and if you're watching the fight, how are you guys scoring it so far? I've got Adam Azim up by 2 rounds 1 and 4. So I can't even count properly. Rounds 1 and 4. Rounds 2 and 3 were very close swing rounds, but round 3 I'd say give it to Fannion. How do you guys essentially in a worst case scenario 2-2? But let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree with my scoring so far, or if you don't, quite simply put. So start of round 5. Both fighters still cautious. Both fighters looking for the opening. Adam Azim, so start round 5. Well, it was a leaping left hook thrown by Oh, both fighters hitting each other on the back of the head. Both fighters hitting each other on the back of the head. Azim started first, and Fanian responded back. Dangerous, but I don't blame Fanian for doing it. Oh, Adam Azim looked like he got rocked with the right hand. Jab by Azim. Another jab to the body by Azim, missed. Touching left hook, but missed. Jab by Fanian. That could have been a dangerous blow to the back of the head by Fanian. Oh, beautiful right hand by Azim, but Fanian counters back with a right hand to the head of Azim. Jab by Azim. Jab by Azim. Jab to the body by Azim. Jab by both fighters. Right hand by Azim, but didn't seem to have the intent as there's two dark patches on the bottom eyes of the bottom eyes of Fanian, but I'm not sure if that's just a shadow. Oh, right hand thrown by Fanian, landed on the head of Azim. Azim still standing his ground. Oh, I think some of these combinations are so wild, and they look like, I mean, they've been missing for quite some time. Right hand thrown by Azim, but missed. Double jab by Azim, but missed. End of round 5. I mean, Azim is the home fighter. He is the favorite, but who would I give round 5 to? Probably. So just wrapping up Chris Eubank Junior's gloves. Wrapping his hands up. So Terence Crawford's trainer is overseeing the hand wrapping of Liam Smith and vice versa. So start off round 6. Right hand thrown by and jab to the body by Azim. Double jab to the head by Azim. So it's interesting. The viewers' verdict scorecard on Sky Sports is saying Azim up by 3 rounds. I have him up by 3 rounds. Well, wild left hook turn by Fanian. Jab by Azim. 2 minutes left of round 6. Jab to the body by Azim. Leaping left hook landed by Fanian. Both fighters still in the center of the ring again. Jab by Azim. Leaping left hook. Jab hook thrown by Fanian. Jab by Azim. Leaping left hook thrown by Fania, with both fighters tying up again. The referee is warning Fania not to hit Azim on the back of the head again. Jab to the body by Azim. Jab to the head by Azim. Or leaping left hook thrown by Fanian, then right hand by Fanian again. Both fighters tying up now. End of round 6. Well, almost at the end of round 6. Oh, Azim looked like he was rocked with the left hook. End of round 6. It's close. It's quite close. I'll give this one to Azim. If you haven't done so, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Get involved in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, how you think this fight's going to pan out. So start of round 7. And also, don't forget to tune in for the main event, Liam Smith vs. Chris Eubank Jr. 2, repeat or revenge. For those, or jab to the body by Fanian. For those of you tuning in, and the times tuning into this live watch along for this Azim Fanian fight, the times that I'm quiet, perhaps I'm not speaking, it's because there's not much going on. Both fighters are sort of trying to feel each other out, trying to establish the distance, trying to find the angles. Oh, beautiful right hook to the head by Fanian. Again, Azim doesn't seem like he's phased at all. Jab to the body by Azim. That looked like a low shot by Fanian, but Azim doesn't seem hurt by it. Both fighters trying to goad each other as well. Leaping left hook thrown by Fanian, but missed. Beautiful right hand by Azim. Leaping left thrown by Fanian, but missed. Another jab count responded by Azim. The head of Fanian. Oh, Azim looked like he had Fanian in the corner, throwing with the right hand, but Fanian's out of the corner. Both fighters back in the center of the ring. Minute left of round 7. Oh, combinations and leaping left hook thrown by Fanian, but Azim doesn't seem phased by it. Azim's got Fanian in the corner, but Fanian's throwing leaping left hook. Both fighters tying up in the center of the ring again. 25 seconds left of round number 7. Beautiful right hand by Azim. Another right by Azim. Fanyan responds back. Both fighters back in the center of the ring. Wild hooks thrown by Fanyan but missed. Azim pushes him out of the way. End of round number 7. Decent round. But personally, if I had to give it, I would give it to probably to Adam. How about just about close, but I'll give this one to Adam. If you haven't done so, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments how you, if you're watching the Azim Fanyan fight, how do you think this fight is going? How are you scoring the cards? What next for Azim? If he wins, if he loses, what happens? Harun Khan and Amir Khan both in the ringside. So start round 8. Also, if you're not watching this fight, if you're tuning in for the Liam Smith Chris Eubank Jr. fight too, how do you think that fight's gonna go? Who do you see winning? What next for both fighters? Whatever the result, whatever the outcome. Both fighters again in the center of the ring. Jab by Azim. Wild left hook thrown by Fanyan. Azim's got Fanyan in the corner, but Fanyan's back out the way. He's got Fanyan up against the beautiful left hook. Another wild left hook, but missed by Azim. Azim's got Fanyan in the corner against the ropes, but back out, back in the center of the ring. But now Azim's got Fanyan up against the other ropes. Another beautiful left hook by Fanyan. Why is he pushing himself up against the ropes? Wild left hook thrown. Oh, right hand thrown by Azim. Left hook by Azim. Right hand by Azim. Both fighters going for it. Fanyan responding back with a beautiful left hook, but just missed. Azim with a beautiful right hand to the body. Fanyan responds back with a left hook to the head. Azim trying to go for the killer blow, for the knockout blow. He's got Fanyan up against the corner. The right hand to the head of Fanyan. Left hook by Azim. Azim not letting Fanyan out of the way. Fanyan responds back with a wild left hook, but missed. Up against the ropes again. First to the blue corner, now back in the neutral corner. Against the rope in between the red corner and the neutral corner. Adam Azim stalking him down. Now he's got Fanyan up again. Left hook, screw shot, uppercut of some sort by Azim. Right hand by Azim. Azim just pop shotting, throwing the power shots. 1 minute left of round 8. Beautiful left hook by Azim, but Fanyan responds up with a nice hook to the body. Right hand by Azim. Left hook, jabbed by Azim to the body of Fanyan. And Fanyan saying, Golden, come on, bring it on. What was that? Just over 30 seconds left of round 8. Both fighters tying up in the center of the ring. Azim going in for the kill. Left and right hook. Left jab and right cross. Jab by Azim. End of round 8. I think no doubt. A blind person, no, scrap that. A dead person would have given that to Adam. It's that obvious. Round 8. I think well fought by Adam. I'm just going to be back in a moment. Bear with me. So start off round number 9. Left hook by Thanian. Jab by Azim. Azim trying to look like he's going to go for the kill, but Thanian responds back with 2 wild left hooks but missed. Jab by Azim. As I was saying, the times that I'm not speaking is because there's not really that much going on. Both fighters still trying to find the range, still trying to establish the jab. Nothing really substantial going on. When it pops off, I try my utmost to keep up with the pace. Jab by Azim. Left, right by Azim, but missed. And Fenny responds back with a left hook, but missed. Heavy left hook by Azim, but hit the arm of Fenny. Even. Minute and a half left of round 9. Wild right hand thrown by Fenny. Left uppercut thrown by Azim, but missed. Jab by Azim. Right hand by Azim. Left, right thrown by Azim, but missed. Left hook to the body by Azim. Another quick, rapid left to the head, but missed by Azim. Less than 1 minute left of round number 9. If you haven't done so, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Get involved. Let me know how you guys think this fight's going. I think Adam Azim is finally starting to turn the tide. I think he should get the points decision if this fight doesn't end in his favor. Oh, I think that was a right hand thrown by Azim, but it looked like it rocked Fanyan. Or maybe Fanyan just used too much energy in that and is starting to empty his tank. Double jab by Azim. It looked like a low blow from Azim. End of round 9. I'd probably have to give this one to Adam. I think round halfway, probably halfway through round 7 onwards, Adam started to show his dominance, started to control the fight. You could say he was the far aggressive fighter. He landed the cleaner punches, and he's essentially just controlled the tempo of the fight from that point onwards. So start off round 10, the final round. Both fighters in the center of the ring. So interesting to know that the viewers' verdict scorecard, they've got Azim up by 7 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've got 2 swing rounds. Beautiful right hand by Azim. For the past 5 rounds, they have given it to Adam. Or both fighters landing each other on the back of the head. They look like an elbow by Izzy. Jab by Fanyan. Uppercut by Azim. Left jab by Fanyan but missed. Beautiful left uppercut by Azim. Beautiful left hook put to the head of Fanyan by Azim. Jab by Azim but missed. Wild left hooks in combination thrown by both fighters. Jab by Fanyan but missed. Right hand thrown by Azim. Left hook thrown by Azim. Right hand thrown by Fanyan. Azim's got Fanyan up against the corner, but now they're tying up in the center of the ring. 1 minute left of round 10. Oh, beautiful right hand by Azim. Azim looks like he's going for the kill, but right hand by Azim. Oh, left hook by Azim. Fanyan looks rocked or dazed. Jab by Azim. Left jab right cross by Azim. Right hand by Azim. Left hook by Azim. But Fanyan still credit him, still taking it. Jab by Azim. Jab by Azim. Now that is the end of the fight. Round 10 is just concluded. I'm giving round 10 easily to Adam. I think Adam got the points decision. Fanyan looks like he's resting in the corner, but he just got the vibe from him for a moment that maybe he knows he didn't do enough. So the next fight is the main event, the main fight, Liam Smith versus Christopher Eubank Jr. 12 rounds in the middleweight division. But how did you guys score this fight for those of you tuning in? If you've watched this fight, let me know in the comments if you guys think Azim rightfully won. Did you score it the same way I did? Did you score it differently? So viewers' verdict, Azim essentially won all rounds apart from round 3. So unanimous decision. Me personally, I have pretty much the exact same. I mean, apart from rounds 2 and 3, which was swing, but they could have gone either way, to be honest. The only thing between me and the viewers' verdict scorecard is that I gave it to Fanyan in round 2, they gave it to Fanyan in round 3, but just just announcing the result. They just announced Adam Azim, and even Fania was like with his left hand. Yeah. Well, I think well deserved win. Well deserved win. Well done, Adam. I think Adam had it as Fania was taking the picture with him. Adam Azim had his glove up, covering his face, and you see Fania turn around to Azim and just like hit his hand down. But yeah, I think that was a convincing win for Azim. I think that was a well deserved. So I think very fair result. It's a short break now before we get to the main event. So if you haven't done so, go to the toilet, get your drinks, get whatever you need to do what you need to do, because you do not want to miss this fight. I think this fight's going to be an excellent fight. I think there's going to be a few, maybe 2 or 3 like drops. I see Chris Eubank dropping Smith. I see Smith dropping Eubank, then Eubank dropping Smith, then Smith dropping Eubank again. At that point, if he doesn't get the knockout, then it's going to end in a points decision, as I said previously. So Adam Azim is 21, 1-9 and lost nil. 9 fights, 9 wins. Credit to him. Well done. Because I'm just going to be off camera for a few minutes. I will be coming back on just a few minutes before the main event and for the walking for the main event. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. I do apologise for the extensive delay, but I saw something out quickly downstairs. But we're finally here, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally here. No, let me start off by saying it correctly. Liam Smith versus Christopher Eubank Jr. 2. Repeat or revenge? That's my little take on it, just because obviously, as I'm sure you're all previously aware, in the previous fight that I did a live watch along as well, Liam Smith beat Chris Eubank in a knockout, I think, in round 4. So the fight is about to enter the ring. I think Chris Eubank is going to be making his entrance to the ring very shortly. Guys, let me know first before I say anything else. If you haven't done so, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Get involved. Let me know what you guys think. How do you think this fight is going to pan out? Who do you think is going to win? I personally, I think Liam Smith's going to win. If he doesn't get a knockout in between like rounds, the mid to late rounds, then I think he's definitely going to get a split or unanimous decision. I don't see Chris Eubank winning the fight other than a knockout, even then within the earlier rounds, because and with the utmost of respect to him, I don't think yet his boxing ability is at that level yet. I could be wrong, and if I am, hands up. I'll be the first one to say hands up. And I'm sorry, I was wrong in that prediction. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe down below, share this link, get involved. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with things that I say, if you disagree with things that I say. Let me know how you think this fight's gonna go, and for both fighters, after whatever the decision may be. Also, if there are any other videos that perhaps you would like us to do for you guys, let us know in the comments to allow us to know what you guys are thinking, what you guys want us to do for you, whether previews, reviews, fantasy matchups, like historical or things that happen in boxing history on this particular day, those kind of videos. But yeah, just showing the highlight reels of Chris Eubanks Junior's training just on the big screen in the Manchester Arena. So the security guards just knocked on Chris Eubank Jr.'s door. Door's opening. He'll be making his way to the ring very, 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 very shortly. So Chris is making his entrance to the ring. He's got a nice green gold Louis Vuitton robe. His father's old coach is there. He's still there. As I'm sure you're all aware, he up until recently he had Roy Jones Jr. Training him, coaching him. I thought that was a good move, but evidently, he broke off with his working relationship with Roy, and now I think he's with Terence Crawford's trainer. I forgot the guy's name. Interesting to see that his dad isn't in the changing room or walking out with him. But having said that, his dad did say in a video a while back that he's no longer going to be sort of actively involved the way he was previously in his son's career. In some ways, that's good, and many people do think that is good, and some ways people think maybe that's wrong, on the basis that perhaps in regards to not being involved in his son's career, people assume that Chris Eubank Sr. takes the limelight. He still wants to remain relevant, and he's taking away from Chris Eubank Jr.'s development and experience. But at the same time, his dad's been there, done that. He's been through the highs, he's been through the lows. So having someone like him, especially your father, who was a world champion, it definitely has its benefits and its advantages, and in essence to protect him. And even Chris Eubank Sr. said once that he's trying to protect Junior from the stuff that he didn't know, that he didn't realize, that he can't see at the moment. So Junior is just making his way into the ring. He is a very flashy guy. He's extending his gloves, to make the crowd hear him. He's like nodding his head as well. He's very flashy, incredibly flashy. Oh, he's trying to do a flip. Oh no, he just jumped over the ring using his quick uppercut. So Liam Smith is now going to make his entrance to the ring. Less of a flashy boxing, robe to Chris Eubank Jr., but he's got like a blue Everlast with like white or gold trimmings at the top. So Liam Smith, hands up in the crowd, arms up, greeting the crowd, taking in all the atmosphere. So Liam Smith now walking now walking to the ring, being escorted by security. My opinion, like I said, I'm going to say this one last time. I think this fight's going to. I mean, Liam Smith is the clear favorite. I think this fight's going to end in either. Pardon. It's either going to end in a knockout for Smith, in which he's going to get that knockout in between the mid to late rounds. Pardon. Pardon. Or he's going to get like a decision win, so a points or majority decision. I don't see it being a draw or anything like that, and I don't see Chris Eubank getting a points decision. In fact, any sort of win, unless the only possible way that he gets the win is if it's a knockout. But if it is a knockout, but it has to be within the first 3-4 rounds. If he doesn't get the knockout, then I think it'll be very hard for Chris to get the win. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, how you think this fight's going to go. Who do you see winning? Do you agree with what my predictions are? Do you think otherwise? Do you think the opposite? What happens to both fighters after this fight? Me personally, I think Smith could vie for another sort of, it would be challenging at the top end within the division, within the middleweight division. Maybe fight Canelo, who knows? Maybe move up and possibly fight Bivol. I know maybe a couple of divisions or so, but I mean they're middleweights, and with the current boxing scene, everyone moves up and down a couple of divisions, or maybe even meet at a catchweight. Chris Eubank, I think if he loses, it'll be very difficult for him to come back and challenge sort of at that elite level. If he does win, then credit to him. The sky's the limit for him. So Chris Eubank Jr. is 33 years old, 35 fights, 32 wins, 23 losses. 23 KOs and 3 losses. A good record, a decent record, by all accounts. Nothing bad about, and he's lost against George Groves, Billy Joe Saunders, and Liam Smith. Top level fighters. So nothing to be ashamed of in that respect. So Liam Smith, 35 years old, 37 wins, 33 wins, 20 KOs, 3 losses, and 1 draw. So somewhat similar record, somewhat similar. I think Liam Smith's boxing ability is superior to that of, in regards to my predictions, I do firmly believe that Liam Smith's boxing ability and experience in terms of the caliber of fighters he's fought is greater than that of Chris Eubanks. And I think ultimately that's what's going to allow him to get the victory, whether by knockout or by points decision. Although Chris Eubank Jr. has excellent physical conditioning, in my opinion, one of the most physically conditioned athletes in the world, I don't think his boxing ability is at that level yet where he can seriously challenge for a world title, or in fact, beat a fighter of Liam Smith's caliber. So both fighters in the center of the ring, referees giving the instructions. From this angle, Chris looks like Fraser Clark. Fraser Clark trimmed down to middleweight. He looked like Fraser Clark. Round one. Ding, ding. So both fighters in the center of the ring. Eubank with the jab. Eubank with another jab, but missed. Trying to establish the range. Smith yet to throw a punch. Jab by Eubank. Another counter by Smith. Both fighters tying up in the center of the ring. Left uppercut by Smith, but missed. Eubank with a few jabs, but missed. A few combinations, but now they're tying each other up. Smith with a looked like a punch on the back of the head, but both fighters tying up, and Eubank still throwing a couple of punches in, trying to land a few hits. Jab by Eubank, but now they're tying up again. One of Chris Eubank's, the letter on his shorts is falling off. Tying up again. Right hook by Eubank. Tying up again. Is this going to be one of those fights where they just tie up all the time? But credit to both fights, despite both of them tying up, Smith is trying to land a few hooks to the head. And the referee is warning him about excessive tying up. Chris Eubank with a couple of combinations, but missed. Jab by both fighters tying up. Tying up, but there's still, oh, beautiful, nice right hook by Eubank. Whilst tying up. Tying up again. Oh, this is going to be one of them fights. Both fights tying, but still trying to throw a few wild punches in. End of round one. I'd probably give this one to Eubank. I mean, close, but I'll give this one to Eubank. Again, just like with the Adam Azim fight previously, if I'm quiet, it's because there's not much going on apart from them sort of, tying up. And obviously, despite that, if they do throw a few punches, I will say, okay, landed by Eubank or so. But it's not that I'm ignoring it. I'm watching the fight in front of me. And just to clarify this fight within the UK is on BT Sport box office. I'm not sure within the US, maybe ESPN, but you guys will have to check. So start of round two. I think this fight's going to be an ugly fight. Jab by Eubank. Beautiful right to the body by Smith. Left hook by Eubank. Tying up again. Eubank looks more free and Smith with a high guard. I mean, I said this last time. Smith doesn't look. He looks a bit so-called jittery, but end up working for him. That's his style, that's his style. Both fighters tied up, trying to get a few punches in. So Smith's got Eubank up against the corner. Referee broke them up. Right hook by Eubank. Left hook, right hook by Smith. Overhand right from, looks like the back of the head by Smith. Yet the referee's warning him. Right uppercut by Eubank. But it looked like that one missed. Jab by both fighters. Eubank throwing a left, right uppercut, left hook. So less than a minute left of round two. Oh, Chris Eubank looked like he was rocked by a right uppercut by Smith. Oh, right hook by Smith. Nice double jab right uppercut by Eubank, but missed. Oh, Smith is dropped. Oh no, that was a push. I thought that was a drop. I thought Chris Eubank dropped Smith, but referee said no, ruled it as a push. Close, but I'd probably give this one to Eubank as well. I think Eubank's done this. Smith looks a little annoyed with himself in the corner. His coach is speaking to him. So they're slowing down. The jab by both fighters landed in slow motion. Eubank was just sitting him down. So start round two. My prediction, I said I called a win for Liam Smith. I think if he doesn't get a knockout in the mid to late, or Chris Eubank coming with a flurry of punches. If Liam Smith doesn't get a knockout win in the mid to late rounds, I see it being a points decision for Smith. If Eubank gets the win, then it have to be in the first 3 to 4 rounds. Although judging by the performance of this fight, that could be completely a load of nonsense, for want of a better word. So Chris Eubank with a few combinations on Liam Smith. Liam Smith has a high guard, none of the punches getting through. I think Liam Smith is just biding his time, waiting for the right opening, like last time in the previous fight. I mean, after all, in boxing, one punch can change everything. Chris Eubank, without that, has been the more active fighter. He's going on the front foot for this fight. Beautiful. What's the word? Beautiful tribute to his brother on the back of his shot, Sebastian, who passed away recently. Well, I say recently. Oh, tying up. Both fighters are throwing beautiful hooks onto each other. Jab by Eubank. Double jab by Eubank. Right uppercut, double uppercut. Right to the body, two rights to the body by Eubank. Left hook by Eubank. Right combination, right uppercut, left uppercut by Eubank. But credit Smith, his high guard, none of them are getting through. Jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Right hand by Smith. Looked like that rocked Eubank. That looked like that rocked Eubank. But no, hold on. 1 minute left of round 3. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Left uppercut by left hook to the body by Eubank. Both fighters tying up. 30 seconds left of round 3. Both fighters tying up but throwing powerful pot shot hooks to each other's head. Less than 10 seconds left of round 3. Oh, end of round 3. Chris Eubank got that one in. I'll give the first 3 rounds to Chris Eubank, in my opinion. For those of you tuning in, for those of you watching, how are you guys scoring the fights? Personally, I've got Eubank up by 3 rounds. I think it's an excellent performance so far by him. He's very much on the front foot, very much attacking for this. But at the same time, credit to Liam Smith for all the combinations, or for the most part, the combinations that Chris Eubank is throwing. Very powerful, venomous, ferocious, vicious shots. Liam Smith is holding a tight guard. None of them seem to be getting through. And I think Liam Smith's strategy is trying to wait for the right opening. Like I said previously, in the previous fight, he was doing so. Chris Eubank was quite active then. Before you know it, he got the knockout. Could this be a repeat in round 4? Could it be later on in the rounds, like my prediction earlier on a few moments ago? We have to wait and see. So start of round 4. I think Liam's wild left hook thrown by Chris Eubank. Jab by both fighters. Few combinations thrown by Chris Eubank. Right uppercut, left uppercut, both fighters, or left leg punch on the back of the head by Liam Smith. Looked like another right hook by Chris Eubank. The referee's warning Liam Smith about punches on the back of the head. Quite a few of them were quite reckless from him. Oh, drop! Chris Eubank dropped Liam Smith with a right uppercut. He's going straight to the corner, standing 8 count, 6, 7, 8. Checking in. Chris Eubank go. Hold on. Ref stopping the fight because something was in the floor. I think his mouth guard. Timeout. That's giving time for Smith to recover, man. Come on. Chris Eubank is going in for this. Could this be the knockout? Maybe that's enough time for Smith to have recovered. Jab to the body by Eubank. Beautiful right uppercut by Eubank. Another right uppercut is going in for the kill. Oh, right uppercut by Eubank. Rocked Liam Smith. The rim. Credit to Liam Smith, he's back. Jab right cross by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Jab right uppercut by Eubank. Just got Smith on the tip of his nose. Jab right, left hook by Eubank, but missed. Oh, beautiful left hook to the body, left hook to the head by Eubank. Another left hook. Liam Smith looks wobbled. And he's speaking to each other. Jab by Eubank. Jab to the body by Eubank. 1 minute left of round 4. Oh, almost a left hook that could have taken Liam Smith, but taken Liam Smith out. But Smith moved out just in time. Just in case. Guys, for those of you who are just tuning in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Chris Eubank has actually dropped Liam Smith in round 4. In round 4? Or was it round 3? Yeah, round 4, sorry. Jab by Eubank. $18 seconds left of round 4. Jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Left hook to the body by Eubank. Right uppercut. End of round 4. Without a doubt, Eubank Jr. I've got Chris Eubank Jr. up by 4 rounds, and now you can sense the frustration in Liam Smith's face when he's speaking to his corner. Start of round 5. Liam Smith hasn't thrown anything meaningful, to be honest. Unlike Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank in the center of the ring, 2 jabs popped out. Another left hook by Eubank, jab by Eubank. Or right hook by Eubank. Jab, throwing ease, going in for the kill. Powerful shots. Or right hook by Eubank. Right hook by Eubank. Left uppercut by Eubank. Right, wild right hook. Left hook, right, left. But I don't even know so many punches throwing to Liam Smith's not responding. Could the referee come in and stop it? Powerful left, venomous hook. Oh, left hook to the head by Eubank. Liam Smith looks rocked. Liam Smith looks absolutely rocked. Right hook by couple of hooks thrown by Eubank. Smith responds in kind. Now he's tied up Chris Eubank. Oh my goodness. For a moment there, for once, I did not know what to say because he was throwing punches. I could not keep up with it. He's letting Smith know that he's there. He's going in for the kill. Side note though, I love Liam Smith's gloves. Black and gold, Everlast. Nice ones. Chris Eubank needs to sort out the stitching on his shorts, man. All these letters are falling off. Few combinations thrown by Chris Eubank. Couple left hooks, right uppercuts. Left hooks again. Jab by Eubank. Tying each other up. Smith's got Eubank up against the ropes. Oh, Chris Eubank looks like he's got rope with the right hand. Oh, no. It's not. Another letter falling off the stitching. 1 minute left of round 5. Jab by Eubank. Another jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. First fight. Tying each other up again. I'm not gonna lie, very rarely do I get this wrong, but my prediction for this fight has gone completely out the window so far. Because Chris Eubank has been dominating Liam Smith. Tying each other up, but both fighters trying to throw up a few punches in. Smith getting the better of Eubank for the moment there. Less than 10 seconds left. Smith looks like he's tired throwing that lazy right hand. End of round 5. Eubank again. You know what? I said this before, earlier on in this video, in this live watch along, that if I'm that Chris Eubank Jr.'s boxing ability is not on Liam Smith's level, based on this fight, hands up, I seem to be Well, not even seem. I'm definitely wrong so far. I say so far because anything could change, but I'm wrong from what I've seen because the way Chris Eubank has been dominating Liam Smith, he's throwing the combinations, the powerful combinations, establishing the range, establishing the jab. When the time is ready, or when rather the moment's opening up, he's throwing those powerful combinations, going in for the kill. Whereas Liam Smith is hardly throwing any punches. I mean, for the most part, he's throwing punches when they're clinching and when they're tying up. So start at round 6. Scheduled for a 12-round fight. Jab by both fighters. Jab, pull back, and a jab by Eubank. Or Liam Smith looks like he's getting wobbled again. Clinching each other up again. New right hook by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Yeah, the tide is definitely the momentum is definitely in Eubank Jr.'s favor now. Oh, beautiful combinations thrown by Eubank. Jab, cross, left uppercut, right, left hook, left uppercut. 2 jabs by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Jab, another jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Left to the body by Eubank, but Smith could have countered with the right, but missed. Now Smith's in the center of the ring. Jab by Eubank. 1 minute left of round 6. Left jab by Smith, but now both fighters are clinching again. Overhand right by Smith. Left uppercut by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Left hook thrown by Eubank, but missed. End of round 6. Yeah, I'll give this one to Eubank as well. Beautiful right uppercut by Eubank. Left uppercut. He is right, to be fair. He is right. Chris Eubank did say he's going to pull off a spectacular win. So credit to him. So far, that is. We could be wrong. But for those of you who are just tuning in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. Get involved. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, how you guys are scoring this fight. In my opinion, a complete surprise so far. Chris Eubank is absolutely dominating Liam Smith. I have got Chris Eubank Jr. up by 6 rounds. I said my prediction was that my initial prediction was that Liam Smith was to get the knockout win in between the mid to late rounds. Or if Eubank gets the win, he would be in the first 4 rounds maximum. But completely, what's happening in this fight is completely different. Because you were absolutely dominating Liam Smith. And I think Liam Smith has got to go for the knockout now. He's got to win these rounds and drop Eubank a couple of times, or he's got to go for the knockout. He's made his job a lot harder now. Jab by Eubank. Another jab by Eubank. Touch the gloves of Smith. Jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Jab. Left hook to the body by Eubank. Another left hook to the body by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Clinching each other up again. Eubank trying to get a few hits in. Jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Right hand by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Another jab. Ooh, a right uppercut thrown by Eubank, but missed. Another right hook thrown, attempted thrown by Eubank, but missed. Both fighters clinching again. Oh, Chris Eubank looks like he's troubling Liam Smith with the left hook to the body. Is Liam Smith bleeding from his nose? Jab by Eubank. Another jab by Eubank. Oh, that looked like a wild punch on the back of the head by Liam Smith. And the referee's warning him. Another wild overhand right thrown by Smith. Oh, he looks wobbled with a jab. As in, Eubank jabbed Smith, but he wobbled for a second. Maybe he just lost his balance. Right hook by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. Yeah, Liam Smith looks finished. He looks absolutely tired here. Another jab by Eubank. He's bleeding from the back of his ear. Maybe that's just the camera angle. It looked like he's got a red mark on the back of his right ear. Smith, that is. Jab by Eubank. Another jab by Eubank. Right uppercut. Right uppercut. Two right uppercuts by Eubank. Another right hand by Eubank. Both fighters goaling each other. Yeah, Smith. Round 7, I'm giving this one to Eubank. If Chris Eubank gets this unanimous decision for 12 rounds, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, Smith needs to go for the knockout now. He needs to go for the knockout. So start of round 8. Chris Eubank going in for the attack early on. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Yeah, rightfully so. All the rounds are giving it to Eubank. Rightfully so, for the fighters' verdict. Both fighters tying up in the center of the ring. One minute left of round number 8. Jab by Eubank. Tying Smith up. Yep. Referee's warning Chris Eubank not to put Smith in a headlock. Tying each other up. 23 seconds left of round. Chris Eubank.
Did you notice that in the final battle in the
Oh, Chris Eubank with a left hook on Liam Smith. But Liam Smith is still standing, to be fair. I'm giving this one to Eubank again. So start off round number 9.
goes in as he goes and looks to take the center of the ring.
Let's find the center of the ring. Finally, Liam Smith throws a few combinations, but now Chris Eubank responds back in kind. Both fighters are clinching in the center of the ring. Referees breaking them up. Jab by Eubank, right to the body by Eubank. Another right punch to Eubank. Right uppercut. Right. He's got Smith in a headlock again, but no, he's not anymore. The fight's clinching. Jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank, but missed. And Smith's left eye starting to swell up a bit, bruise up. Two minutes left of round number 9. Jab to the body by Eubank. Light jab to the body by Eubank. Trying to establish the range again. Trying to find his way in there again. Wild overhand right thrown by Smith, but both fighters are now tying up in the center of the ring. Referee's broken them up. Again, a couple of headshots, as in from behind, from Smith. Smith's fine dirty. That's the only prediction of mine that's true. Bit of a dirty fight from Smith. I think Chris Eubank's tempo is starting to slow down, but compared to the previous rounds, I mean, he's still dominating the fight, but it's starting to slow down. I think he knows he's done enough and he's trying to go maybe Liam Smith. Right uppercut by Smith by Eubank. Another right hand by Eubank. Two combinations by Eubank. Right to the body, left to the body, left uppercut by Eubank. Right hand by Eubank. Another right by Eubank. Smith looks like he's taking it, smiling. He's got Smith back in the corner now. They're tying each other up. And now Smith's got Eubank against the. And both fighters in the center of the ring. Less than 10 seconds left of round number 9. Jab by Eubank. Jab by Eubank. End of round number 9. Yeah, I'm giving this one to Eubank again. There's no way that Smith has done enough. So how are you guys, for those of you who are tuning in, for those of you who are watching, how are you guys viewing the fight? Me personally, Chris Eubank, amazing performance. If he gets this victory on unanimous decision, the very first thing I'll say after the judges' scorecard is, hands up, I was wrong. Because he's schooling Liam Smith. Liam Smith is not throwing any punches, compared to what he should do. So round 10. Eubank knows he's got this in the bag. Oh, he's wobbled Liam Smith with the jab to the body. Oh, maybe that was a slip. Another jab by Smith. By Eubank to the body of Smith. Jab by Eubank. Right hand by Eubank. Right hand by Eubank again. Left uppercut by Eubank. Right uppercut by Eubank. He's got Smith up against the ropes. Yeah, Smith's bleeding from the right side of his eye. Jab by Eubank. Right hand by Eubank. It will be a miracle for Smith to get the knockout. Oh, he looks like he's dropped Liam Smith. No, he hasn't. He's got him against the corner throwing combinations, trying to find the killer. Smith responded back with a left hook. Chris Eubank has got Smith in the corner. No, hold on. He's pushed him in the corner. Looks like a push because Smith is down. He's dropped him. Another drop by Eubank. As in, Eubank dropped him. Crazy. Chris Eubank going in for the kill. He knows it. Smith knows he hasn't done enough. Right hand by Eubank. He's going in for the kill. Left jab, right across by Eubank. Right by Eubank. Right hand by Eubank. Tying him up against the corner. Against the rope, sorry. He's throwing right hand by Eubank. Left hand, right cross to the body by Eubank. Left uppercut by Eubank. Right hand by Eubank. He stopped it. He has stopped it. Chris Eubank has won the fight, ladies and gentlemen, in round number 10. Well-deserved win, in my opinion. The judge and Chris Eubank is just going to the camera, nodding, showing off. Absolutely amazing performance. I think I don't blame you see, based on that stoppage alone, ordinarily I would say no from the referee, wrong decision, a bit too early. But based on this whole performance and the cut above Liam Smith's eye, now they're showing it. And the fact that obviously the fight goes on, both fighters are tired and he's not really responding back as much. As in, it's a sensible decision. These are one of the very few exceptions in which I will personally be okay with the referee stopping the fight a bit early. In regards to a fighter throwing some combinations and the other not responding. Yeah, I think wise decision. The correct, not wise or correct, but very reasonable and justifiable decision by the referee to end the fight early. But absolute credit, well-deserved victory by Chris Eubank. He's proved the doubters wrong. He's proved what he said was right. He is going to avenge his victory. And as I said in the beginning of the fight, beginning of this live watch-along, Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr. 2, repeat or revenge? It's been very much a revenge episode, very much an revenge set of events. Absolutely amazing performance. Well deserved by Chris Eubank. He's proved the doubters wrong. What next for him? I think by beating a fighter like Liam Smith at this stage, he's definitely improved compared to his last fights. He's definitely showing more aggression. He hasn't. I mean, he's still got his style, but I think he's compared to the last fight with Liam Smith, he's throwing more punches. He's dominated the fight. He's the key thing for me is that he never let the knockout such early on in the previous fight affect him. He said, you know what, essentially to hell with it, I'm still going to go at it. He absolutely went for it. He was on the hunt from the bell, from the very off, and ultimately he got the right decision, or the right outcome. I still think with Chris Eubank Jr., he needs to, when he's throwing the combinations, the powerful combinations, and wanting to go for the knockout, like they're showing now in slow motion in some of the replays and highlights of the fight, he's missing a lot, and he needs to. I know he's going in for the hunt, going in for the kill, but when you're fighting the creme de la creme within the middleweight division, so for example, if he ends up fighting a Golovkin or a one of the Charlo brothers or a Plant, for example, maybe even a Canelo if they meet at a catchweight or Canelo drops down to middleweight, he needs to not do that because he's going to get caught out by them. And he needs to know not to waste, even though he's physically well conditioned, he needs to know he can't waste his energy like that because he will get caught out, he will get counted. He needs to, essentially, what I'm trying to say is, he needs to time his punches far more effectively. He needs to know if he's going to go in for the kill, he needs to know he has to land a lot more of his punches and not miss as many as he did against Smith now. I understand his emotions are probably I mean, I could be wrong here, but I think that his emotions got the best of him in that moment, and he was throwing whatever punches he can to try, powerful punches to try land and hurt and knock out Liam Smith. Personally, if I was him, I'd work on the accuracy and the timing, but also instead of not necessarily throwing all the power punches, throwing more so light shots, just connecting, letting Liam Smith know that he's still there. Once he builds that rhythm, once he lands a few more punches, then he can go for the powerful shots. Surprise Liam Smith. Let Liam Smith know that, okay, yeah, he's landing, which one's going to be power shot? Boom. I hope I've made myself clear there. But they just fight both fighters in the center of the ring. Yeah, Liam Smith is clapping Chris Eubank. He knows it. Hands up. I was wrong. I mean, credit shown by both fighters shaking hands. Chris Eubank, he's still got that smug Eubank look, walking around with a strut. Well done, Tim. Absolutely well done, Tim. Well deserved win. Well deserved win, Chris Eubank. Yeah, I mean, for those of you who are watching, let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this fight, how amazing you thought Chris Eubank's Jr.'s performance was, and what next for him. Personally, I think he could go on to challenge, maybe have one more tune-up fight, or maybe just go straight in for the the Charlo brothers, essentially, Charlo and those kind of fighters. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure presenting to all of you. I really enjoyed this fight. I'm not going to lie, and I'm sure some of you have probably seen this. I looked like I was going to sleep earlier. I had to drink some of my pre-workout, even though I got work in the morning. But even if I didn't take it, this fight would have definitely woken me up. It was quite electric, but most importantly, it was a huge upset because Liam Smith was the favorite. But like I said, credit to both fighters. It takes a lot of courage to get into the ring. I think Liam Smith, despite he will probably be thinking about himself that he didn't perform as well as he should have. But I mean, he's still a professional at the end of the day, and it's a sport of boxing. Anything can happen at any given moment. It's a split second sort of thing. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments if there are anything else, if there are any other videos that you would like us to do for you. I mean, I mentioned this earlier, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, live watch-alongs that by interacting with us, it lets us know that we're reaching out to you, then we're putting out good content for you. Because like I said, ultimately, this is a channel by the fans, for the fans. So we want you guys to be very happy with what we're doing. We hope we are. And like I said, if you haven't done so, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. And hopefully see you guys in the next video. Peace out.